Hello everyone. Today we will be talking about the next component of balance of payment, which is known as the capital account. Because in earlier class we have been discussed so far the current account and its various components. Now it's time to move towards the capital account of BOP, or what is called as balance of payments. So as far as the capital account is concerned, it records all the transactions, all economic transactions which are related with assets. Assets comprises in the form of wealth which can be held, like for examples equity capital, bonds and government debt, etc. So now we are moving towards the elements of capital account, as I have written for you. As far as the elements are concerned, under the capital account it has three main components. The first one is foreign investment, second one is external borrowings, and third one is external assistance. Now we will be dealing these one by one. First I will take this the foreign investment. Now what is the foreign investment? The investment which is done from the other countries or which cause the inflow of capital. It can be in the form of direct investment as well as portfolio investment. Now what is direct investment? Like for example FDI. FDI stands for foreign direct investment. Foreign direct investment. Now let me tell you one popular example, like Walmart. Walmart is an American company, but it's doing business in India in controlling capacity, in management capacity. So when the investors get the control over the production ventures, over the production towards the sale as well. So when he or she will get the controlling capacity or the management control over the production, then this investment is known as FDI or foreign direct investment. The second one is equity capital. Equity capital is very much related with the stock exchange. When there is a direct investment from abroad in the form of shares, then it is termed under the equity capital. If it is direct, now reinvested earning, some investors, those who earned some amount, who earned some profit on their previous investment, if they invest that investment again, then it is known as reinvested earning. So under the second part, which is known as portfolio investment. Portfolio investment means the investors is only investing his money. He or she is not getting any kind of management control or ownership, like in the case of FDI, foreign direct investment. As I have given you the example of Walmart, the example of McDonald's, etc. So under this we put FII, which is nothing but foreign institutional investment. So institutional investment means if some investors are investing under the firm of Reliance Limited, or the TISCO, Tata Iron and Steel Corporations. So if any foreign investors are buying some shares in TISCO or Reliance Limited, so then that kind of investment will be termed under the foreign institutional investment, though they are not as they are not getting the any kind of ownership or management control in this kind of investment. Are you getting my point? Okay, moving on. Then the offshore funds. Offshore means from the another shore. Shore, we know that the bank of an ocean or of a sea. So offshore funds is a kind of fund which is required for tax evasion. Now what is tax evasion? Being a student of commerce, you must be knowing what is tax evasion. Tax evasion means theft of the tax from the government. So it is very useful for accommodating black money. So offshore funds will provide you heavy tax concession and a good return as well. Like for example, so many Indians are keeping their funds with Swiss banks and other banks as well. So offshore funds is one more example of portfolio investment along with the foreign institutional investment, or what is I have written over here, FII. So these are the two main components of foreign investment, the direct investment as well as the portfolio investment. Now we are moving towards the external borrowings. External borrowings means the sometime the government borrow money from the International Monetary Authority for commercial purpose. Like for example, the Indian government, suppose Indian government wants to introduce the metro rail project in all the cities of the country, and for this it requires some foreign borrowings. So that borrowing may be termed as commercial borrowing, because after the construction of metro rail projects in all the cities, it will generate revenue for the government. So it will termed under the commercial borrowing. Short-term debt is one more example, when debt is taken for a short period. So this is what about the external borrowings. Now if we look at the external assistance. Assistance means something which is there for the help. As we have heard that when there was a cyclone in the Kerala, and when Kerala was struggling with the disaster, natural disaster last year, so central government provided her some aid for the fulfillment their requirement. So in this way some intergovernmental aids are there. If suppose there is a disaster in any country, and some neighboring countries or some other rich countries can offer some aid to that particular country, so that aid can be put under the external assistance, because there is a capital inflow in the terms of foreign exchange. As I have told you many times that anything which we are doing at international level, anything which we are doing in the international market, so that is done through the foreign exchange only. And here in balance of payments, we are dealing with the inflow and outflow of foreign exchange. So that is why we are taking this government aid, intergovernmental and multilateral unilateral loans. Multilateral means the loans which are among the various nations. Bilateral means among the two countries or two nations. So in this way we can put this under the external assistance. So this is all about the components of capital account of balance of payments. And as far as the balance in capital account are concerned, now I will tell you that balance in capital account. So there can be three situations, as we have seen in case of current account. So first situation is balanced capital account. Balanced capital account. Okay. When there will be balance in the capital account? Obviously when the inflow of the capital will be equal to the outflow of the capital. What will be the inflow? The inflow may be in the form of receipts of loans and sale of assets or shares in the foreign companies. And what will be the outflow? The outflow may be the repayment of loans and purchase of assets or shares in the foreign countries. So capital account will be in balance when inflow of capital is equal to outflow of capital. Outflow of capital. Now what will be the second condition of capital account? The second condition may be the capital account surplus, or surplus in capital account. Capital account surplus. When there will be surplus in capital account? When inflow of capital will be greater than outflow of capital. So inflow is greater than outflow. Okay. When the capital which is coming inward to the country is greater than the capital which is coming outward from the country, then the capital account is said to be in surplus, which is a good position for any country. Now, but condition applies. Condition apply means borrowing will also strengthen the capital accounts inward transactions. But though borrowing will create the pressure for its repayment in the future. So it will depend upon the situation. Now, what will be the third condition of capital account? It will be the deficit of capital account. So capital account deficit. Capital account deficit. When there will be deficits? Just opposite the situation of surplus. Means the inflow will be less than the outflow. The inflow of capital, I am writing here only inflow. Inflow is less than the outflow of capital. In that situation, the capital account is said to be in deficit. So these are the three types of conditions which can be there in the capital account. So now we have been finished with the components of balance of payments. I have discussed the current account in the previous video, and in this video I have told you about the capital account. These are the main two accounts in the system of this balance of payments. Now the one thing I want to tell you, which is very important, that from December 2008, when International Monetary Fund published its 6th edition of balance of payment, which is BPM6, 6th edition of balance of payments manual. From that point of time, it has introduced third component or third account in the system of balance of payment, which is called as the financial accounts. Now, under the financial accounts, what are the transactions which are recorded? The transactions which are related with the financial assets, like for example, the equity shares and the bonds, etc. So now these transactions are recorded under the financial accounts instead of the capital account. But RBI is still publishing its data according to the old norms, though it has adopted the new norms as well. So that is why, as far as the syllabus of +2 is concerned, we are dealing only with these two accounts, and the third component I have told you earlier also, that is errors and omissions, which I will be discussing while I will tell you the last section of this balance of payments, which is called as the accommodating and the autonomous transactions in balance of payment. Thank you for watching. Keep watching and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you.